How AI is reshaping global power. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about something that's fundamentally changing our world: artificial intelligence and its impact on global power. You know, it's fascinating how technology has always shaped who holds power in our world. The nations that mastered sailing dominated the 15th century. Those who led the Industrial Revolution shaped the 19th century. And today? Well, today it's all about AI. Think about this. Algorithms are becoming more powerful than armies, and data centers are more valuable than oil fields. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. And it's reshaping everything from economics to military power, from trade relationships to global inequality. Let's start with the major players in this new global game. Right now, we have what you might call the AI superpowers, nations that are leading the AI revolution. At the forefront, we have the United States and China, locked in what many are calling the new Cold War. But this time, it's fought with algorithms and data instead of missiles and tanks. The United States brings to the table its incredible private sector innovation. Think about companies like Google, OpenAI, and Tesla. These aren't just tech companies. They're pioneers shaping how AI will be used across the globe. The American approach has always been about fostering private sector innovation, and it's paying off. Their AI development is projected to boost the U.S. economy by about 15% by 2035. That's trillions of dollars in growth. But here's where it gets interesting. China is taking a completely different approach. Instead of relying on private companies, the Chinese government is all in, investing a staggering $150 billion in AI development. They're not just throwing money at it, they're strategic about it. China is absolutely dominating in areas like facial recognition technology and AI-powered surveillance systems. Their AI initiatives are expected to boost their GDP by 26% by 2035, even more than the US. Now, don't forget about the European Union. They're playing a fascinating role in all of this. While they might not be leading in AI development like the US or China, they're positioning themselves as the global leaders in AI regulation and ethics. Think of them as the referees in this global game, setting standards that even the big players have to follow. India is another interesting case. They're approaching AI development with a focus on economic inclusion and job creation. They're becoming an emerging AI hub, particularly in areas like financial technology and automation. Their strategy is different. Instead of trying to compete head-on with the US or China, they're focusing on using AI to solve specific problems in their economy. Russia, meanwhile, is primarily focused on military applications of AI and cyber warfare. While their commercial AI adoption might be lower, they're investing heavily in defense-related AI technologies. But here's where this global competition gets really interesting. It's spilling over into trade wars and economic sanctions. Take the ongoing situation with AI chips, for example. The United States has banned Chinese firms from purchasing advanced AI chips, effectively trying to slow down China's AI development. China's response? They're pouring resources into developing their own chip-making capabilities. This isn't just about technology anymore. It's about economic independence and national security. The impact of these trade restrictions is massive. Experts predict that AI-related trade wars could cost global markets $1.5 trillion by 2030. That's not just numbers on a page. That's real impact on businesses, jobs, and economies worldwide. The European Union is also flexing its regulatory muscle, implementing strict rules on how AI can be used within its borders. This affects American tech firms significantly, as they have to adapt their AI technologies to comply with European privacy concerns and regulatory requirements. Let's talk about how AI is transforming military power, because this is where things get really interesting. We're seeing a revolution in military technology that's as significant as the invention of gunpowder or nuclear weapons. The Pentagon alone is investing $10 billion annually in AI-driven warfare strategies. This isn't just about autonomous drones, though those are certainly part of it. We're talking about AI systems that can detect and prevent cyber attacks before they happen, analyze satellite imagery for intelligence gathering, and even predict enemy movements with unprecedented accuracy. The numbers here are staggering. Global AI military spending is projected to reach $600 billion by 2035. This includes everything from autonomous weapon systems to AI-powered cybersecurity defenses. The US, China, Russia, and Israel are all racing to develop these capabilities, understanding that future conflicts will be won or lost based on AI superiority. But perhaps one of the most concerning aspects of this AI revolution is how it's affecting global inequality. While AI-driven economies are projected to grow 40% faster than their non-AI counterparts, the reality is that developed nations control about 85% of AI patents and technology. This creates a serious risk of leaving developing nations behind in the new AI-driven economy. However, there are some encouraging examples of how AI can actually help bridge this gap. In Nigeria, AI-powered financial technology has brought banking services to 20 million previously unbanked citizens. In Kenya, AI-driven agricultural systems are improving crop yields by 35%, helping to address food security issues. These examples show how AI can be used to help developing nations leapfrog certain stages of development. This brings us to perhaps one of the most crucial aspects of this whole situation: the need for global AI governance. As AI becomes more powerful and more integrated into critical systems, the need for international cooperation and regulation becomes increasingly important. The European Union has taken the lead here with their AI Act, the first comprehensive legal framework for regulating AI. This isn't just about privacy or consumer protection. It's about ensuring AI development benefits humanity as a whole. We're seeing various international initiatives emerging. The UN, EU, US, and China are working on AI transparency agreements. NATO and G7 countries are developing treaties to prevent AI-driven cyber warfare. There's even an AI arms control agreement being discussed between major powers to limit AI-powered autonomous weapons. But here's the thing: all of these regulations and agreements are just the beginning. We're still in the early stages of understanding how AI will reshape our world. The decisions being made today about AI development, regulation, and implementation will have consequences that stretch far into the future. Think about it this way: the nations that control AI technology will have unprecedented influence over global economics, security, and social development. They'll be able to shape international policies, influence global markets, and even determine the rules of future technological development. The implications of this are enormous. Countries that fail to develop strong AI capabilities risk becoming economically dependent on AI-powered nations. They might find themselves unable to compete in global markets, vulnerable to cyber attacks, and increasingly dependent on other nations for technological advancement. This is why we're seeing such intense competition in AI development. It's not just about economic growth or military advantage. It's about maintaining relevance in a rapidly changing world order. The nations that master AI will be the ones writing the rules of the 21st century. But there's also a responsibility that comes with this power. As AI becomes more sophisticated, we need to ensure it's developed and used in ways that benefit humanity as a whole. This means addressing concerns about privacy, security, and ethical use of AI. It means ensuring AI development doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities or create new ones. Looking ahead, we can expect several key trends to shape the future of AI geopolitics. First, we'll likely see increased competition between the US and China for AI supremacy, with both nations investing heavily in research and development. Second, we'll probably see more regional AI alliances forming as countries pool resources and expertise to remain competitive. The role of private companies in this landscape is also going to be fascinating to watch. Companies like Google, OpenAI, and their Chinese counterparts are becoming so powerful that they're almost like nations unto themselves, influencing global AI development and policy. How governments manage these private actors while maintaining national interests will be crucial. We're also likely to see more emphasis on AI education and workforce development globally. Nations understand that their future economic success depends on having a workforce capable of developing and working with AI technologies. This could lead to interesting shifts in global talent flows and immigration policies. The impact on different sectors of the economy will vary significantly. Some industries will be completely transformed by AI, while others might be more resistant to change. This could lead to interesting shifts in global economic power, as countries that successfully adapt to AI-driven economies pull ahead of those that don't. Cybersecurity will become even more critical. As AI systems become more sophisticated, so too will cyber attacks. Nations will need to invest heavily in AI-powered defense systems to protect their infrastructure and data. The ethical implications of AI development will also become increasingly important. Questions about privacy, surveillance, and the appropriate use of AI in military applications will need to be addressed at a global level. This could lead to new international agreements and regulatory frameworks. Climate change and environmental concerns will likely influence AI development as well. Nations might increasingly use AI to address environmental challenges, potentially creating new areas of international cooperation or competition. The role of smaller nations in this AI-driven world order will be interesting to watch. While they might not be able to compete directly with the AI superpowers, they might find niches where they can excel, perhaps in specific applications of AI or in developing regulatory frameworks. Healthcare is another area where AI could significantly impact global power dynamics. Nations that successfully implement AI in healthcare could see significant advantages in public health outcomes and healthcare costs, potentially influencing global migration patterns and economic competitiveness. The impact on labor markets worldwide will be substantial. Some jobs will disappear, new ones will be created, and many will be transformed. How nations manage this transition will significantly influence their future economic success. Looking even further ahead, the development of artificial general intelligence, AGI, could completely reshape global power dynamics. The nation or organization that first develops AGI could gain an unprecedented advantage in virtually every field. Democratic institutions will face new challenges as AI technologies become more sophisticated. Issues like deepfakes, AI-generated disinformation, and algorithmic manipulation of public opinion will need to be addressed to maintain healthy democratic processes. The financial sector will continue to be transformed by AI, potentially leading to new forms of digital currency and financial systems. This could significantly impact global economic power structures and financial stability. Space exploration and development could also be significantly influenced by AI capabilities. Nations with advanced AI might gain advantages in space exploration and satellite technology, potentially leading to new areas of international competition. Education systems worldwide will need to adapt to prepare citizens for an AI-driven world. Countries that successfully reform their education systems to meet these new demands will have significant advantages. The role of international organizations like the UN, World Bank, and IMF might need to evolve to address the challenges and opportunities presented by AI. New international bodies specifically focused on AI governance might emerge. Cultural influences will also play a role in how different nations approach AI development and implementation. These different approaches could lead to interesting variations in how AI technology evolves in different parts of the world. The development of AI infrastructure, including data centers and networking capabilities, will become increasingly important. Countries that can build and maintain this infrastructure will have significant advantages. Energy requirements for AI systems could become a critical factor, potentially influencing global power dynamics and environmental policies. Nations with access to cheap, reliable energy might gain advantages in AI development. Finally, the psychological and social impacts of widespread AI adoption will need to be managed. Nations that successfully help their populations adapt to an AI-driven world while maintaining social cohesion will be better positioned for success. So what does all this mean for the future? Well, we're entering a new era where artificial intelligence isn't just a technological innovation. It's a force that's reshaping global power itself. The nations that master AI won't just have economic advantages. They'll have the power to shape the future of human civilization. But here's the most important thing to remember. This isn't just about competition between nations. The challenges and opportunities presented by AI are global in nature. Issues like climate change, pandemics, and economic inequality don't respect national boundaries, and AI could be crucial in addressing these challenges. The key will be finding the right balance between competition and cooperation. Nations need to compete to drive innovation and progress, but they also need to cooperate to ensure AI benefits humanity as a whole. The decisions we make today about AI development and governance will shape our world for generations to come. In conclusion, artificial intelligence is fundamentally changing how global power works. It's creating new opportunities and challenges, reshaping international relations, and forcing us to rethink traditional concepts of national power and influence. The nations that successfully navigate this transformation, balancing innovation with regulation, competition with cooperation, and technological progress with ethical considerations, will be the ones that thrive in this new AI-driven world order. Thank you for your attention. Remember, we're all part of this transformation, and understanding these changes is the first step in ensuring we shape them in ways that benefit everyone. The future of AI is not just about technology, it's about us, our societies, and the kind of world we want to create.